So the first thing I had to do to the swing arm was to slightly enlarge the bottom mounting holes for the rear shock bolt. The paint has made it too small for the bolt to pass through, so take a small round file and take away any excess paint and keep checking, as you do not want to take any more material than you need. Now the holes are the correct size, you can see that there's bare metal showing. I'm using Silkolene Pro RG2 synthetic racing grease, which has excellent corrosion resistance, heat resistance and waterproofing properties. Make sure to cover all the bare metal and a small amount on the bolt as well. I will be re-greasing this when I put the shock on. The next problem was the swing arm to body mounting point was too tight and needed opening by a few millimeters. To do this I used a piece of threaded rod and a nylock nut, then using another 2 bolts to spread the 2 arms slightly. The 2 nuts I used have larger faces than the nuts themselves. This helps to spread the load, and you can use washers if you only have standard nuts. You only need the threaded rod to come through around 8mm before you tighten the other bolt. Once you have the 2 bolts pushing against the mounting arms, you can then give a few more turns to adjust the gap. I only needed to adjust mine slightly. Only adjust in small amounts and check the gap. You do not want to open it too far. Always undo the nuts before checking the gap. Apply plenty of grease to the inside of the bearing housing. Inside is bare metal, so be sure to use as much as possible, and also apply grease to the face of the bearing. Add grease to both sides of the swing arm mounting points. Apply grease to the swing arm bolt, then line up the swing arm and push the bolt with the washer all the way through. Wipe any excess grease off the threads and then add the washer and nylock nut. Tighten up the nut and bolt and check the movement of the swing arm. The nut and bolt need to be tight enough to have no play between the swing arm and body, but do not over tighten. Apply grease to the bottom of the shock and the shock bolt. Add grease to the top of the shock and the shock bolt. I've put the shock bracket in its lowest setting for now and will adjust later on in the build when the wheels are on and to see what height is required. If you enjoyed this video, then please like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.